Hi there, Toby here. So this is just going to be a short video on the 3 dimensions of the chakras and of chakra meditation practice. This is partly a primer for those who are interested in the chakra meditation and non-duality course that I'll be putting on over the summer. But even if you're not interested in that, then it's still going to be hopefully an interesting and informative video anyway. So, got 7 chakras, so most people who have any familiarity whatever with the chakras know there's 7 in a traditional model. What may not be so well known is there are 3 levels. So the first is the bioenergetic, the second is to do with psychological capacity, and the third is to do with the nature of consciousness itself. So if you're doing chakra meditation, it's useful to know about these 3 levels and to be able to integrate all of these 3 levels into a single meditation practice on the chakras, because then you get the benefits of all 3 levels rather than developing yourself on one level but not the others, and not getting the the good kind of results or experiences that can come from that threefold combination. So the first level is the bioenergetic. So if you think about your biological energy as flowing through subtle energy meridians within the body, and the chakras are the main wheelhouses from the crown to your perineum. So 7 major wheelhouses, or kind of roundabouts if you like, that are points of centrifugal energy force within the body that you can learn to build energy in and circulate energy within in order to create a greater level of biological energy within your body, but also to create a smoother, more harmonious flow of that energy. So it's not just more energy, but the feeling of the energy is towards harmony and balance, rather than energy up, energy down like this, right? So you get this, you can meditate on the chakras as a way of building your energy levels, which is useful for anybody in any situation in life. So I'm particularly enjoying it in the middle age of responsibility with family commitments, with work commitments, with a lot going on. It's good to have an energy flow within my biological life force that feels robust, and that I know that I can, if I'm feeling a bit out of whack, I can use chakra meditation as a way of getting back into balance, but then I can also build energy to go through demanding times with confidence in my own energetic resilience. So that's the first level. Second level is building psychological capacity. So each level of the chakras has a different kind of psychological quality or domain which we can learn to identify and build within us. And if you think about the 7 chakras, 7 types of quality that we can build. So you can build a multi-dimensional psychological capacity or series of strengths around the chakras that when you put them all together, they really turn into something. So it's not just each of them individually, but if you put them all together you start to stack them as a group or a unit that is working together, and then you start to get much more than just the sum of the individual parts. You get more than that. All right, so your capacity for a strong, healthy, balanced ego and egoic energy within your solar plexus chakra, for example, combined with capacity for giving and receiving love within the heart chakra, combined with capacity for open, honest and confident communication within your throat, combined with the capacity for detached, full spectrum wisdom from your 3rd eye chakra, combined with a sense of abundance consciousness within your base chakra, and so on and so forth. You start to put these all together in unified, mutually aware combinations, then you start to build a really powerful psychological profile for yourself through chakra meditation. So then the 3rd level is the level of meditating on the chakras as levels of consciousness in themselves. So by that I mean on the level of bioenergy and psychology, we're talking about form, as in biological life force energy as a form of energy, and psychological capacity and structures as a type of thoughtful mental energy. So on the level of consciousness itself, it's the formless, timeless energy of consciousness itself at that level of consciousness within each of the chakras. So the really interesting thing about this type of chakra meditation is that each of the chakras then becomes a doorway to what you might call non-dual meditation, or meditation where we move into a state of unitive consciousness. I mean, technically it's not unitive in the sense it's beyond one or two. It's non-dual means beyond one, beyond two, beyond number, just this, right? But we call it unitive because it kind of just one unity, right? So each of the chakras and each of the levels of consciousness on each of the chakras is a doorway to a particular type of unitive meditation. And when you access these non-dual levels of consciousness through the chakras, you get a radical relaxational effect. There's a huge amount of ease and relaxation that starts to flow through you when you access non-duality through one of the chakras, and a consequent expansion of capacity. So things that used to bother you previously, or were very intimidating, or would have been very challenging for you to overcome, suddenly seems a lot more workable. Things feel a lot more possible because of that expanded state of awareness. I was coaching a coachee this morning, and we were doing some non-dual meditation, and we were having a really good laugh afterwards, because he was mentioning that he really accessed the non-dual state in the session, and as a result, it's like he was saying, all the things that I was kind of getting stressed about this morning before the session, as I was coming here, it's kind of like they don't seem such big things now. They feel very workable. It's not going to be. I don't feel like it's going to be too difficult. So with non-dual meditation, it's deep meditation, but it's also there's a sense of relaxation, ease, capacity. That really starts to change things up in terms of your fundamental life experience and the way in which you experience challenges. So, in the program that we're going to be doing over the summer, we're going to be putting these three levels together into single meditations, one for each chakra. And so there'll be a level of accessing non-duality, a level of building psychological capacity, and a level of building flow and voltage in terms of your bioenergetic energy. So it'll be a lot of fun. If you're interested, please join us. If you're not interested or you're not coming, I hope you found this just the pointing out of the three tiers or three levels of chakra meditation useful and informative. Okay, so thanks very much and take care.